So, yesterday you may have noticed the absolute onslaught of panic that was the internet and Twitter yesterday when it comes to the MCU, because everyone was freaking out. Pretty much all the Phase 5 movies and Phase 6 movies have been delayed, and everyone's like, oh my god, the world's ending, this is terrible. Also, sorry I didn't cover this yesterday, but I've just been completely drained and exhausted, so I needed to sleep. So, but now we're here to talk about this. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. Like, this is not really that big of a deal. It's not, this does not all mean like, oh my god, Secret Wars is in trouble. Fantastic Four, oh my god, it's in trouble. No, it's because the way that the MCU works and Marvel Studios, if one movie gets delayed, they all get delayed because of the interconnectivity here. So, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna break it down. And, of course, this all kind of stems from Blade. So this is where it all started, because earlier yesterday morning, we were getting reports that Blade production had shut down. They were halting production on Blade. Things we know haven't been going great for this film. Obviously, we know we've had Mahershala Ali in the starring role as Blade. That's great. He was cast back in 2019. Still not much going on with the movie yet, though. We had director Bassam Tariq. He recently just quit, and now they're looking for a new director. They have to do some heavy restructuring of the script and the story. So there's going to be some major reworking when it comes to Blade. So we were all kind of expecting some sort of delay. We just weren't exactly expecting a whole entire shift of the slate. So basically, Blade has been delayed. Again, this is what kind of triggered the whole domino effect here of delays. So Blade originally was supposed to release next year on November 3rd, 2023. And now he's been pushed a whole year, or at least almost a whole year, to September 6th, 2024. Which, when you first look at that, that's super upsetting that you have to wait a whole another year for Blade. But considering everything that's going on with this movie, it's understandable. And also, I actually kind of like it even better because, I mean, a Blade movie in November is not bad, but it just feels weird. You know, Blade, Vampire Hunter, kind of feels like it should be like a Halloween-y-ish movie. So, you know, October-ish. It's like the same thing that's going on with that Wednesday Addams Netflix series. We were all expecting that to be out in time for October because, you know, it's like a Halloween show, but no, that doesn't come out till Thanksgiving. That's kind of weird. So now, instead of getting a Blade movie for Thanksgiving, we're getting it in early September, which will be just around the time for, you know, Halloween season to be starting up. So I'm actually pretty happy about this, and again, you know, this will give them more time to work things out and make sure we can get the best possible version of this movie. But like I said, this triggered the domino effect, and now pretty much everything else has been delayed as well. So you also have Deadpool 3, which of course was recently officially announced. Hugh Jackman's coming back, Wolverine, Deadpool, it's going to be great. This has only been delayed a couple months now. This was originally supposed to release on September 6, 2024. Again, a literal shifting here where we literally go from one release date to the next. So where Blade now sits is where Deadpool 3 was originally supposed to release. So now it is taken the 9/6/24 release date and is shifted now to November 8th of 2024, which also kind of works better for this movie as well, because Deadpool 2 and possibly... No, I'm pretty sure... Actually, I don't even know, because I still haven't even seen the movies. But I just remember seeing some sort of promo for Deadpool with Thanksgiving. So, you know, that works pretty well. Plus, you know, like a buddy road trip movie, I feel like that kind of works out for Thanksgiving, November. So I'm pretty happy with this release date for Deadpool 3. Plus, it's only like a 2-month delay as well. But then we got Fantastic Four. This is a big one, which is kind of disappointing because this was supposed to release in 2024. And we were looking at 2024 as like the big one. This is going to be the big year. We got Captain America 4, we got Thunderbolts, we got Deadpool 3, and we got Fantastic Four. Plus the various MCU Disney Plus series as well. But now this movie has been delayed from November 8th, 2024, now to February 14th, 2025. Which... again, is a little concerning. Plus, it kind of ruins the whole thing of like, oh, Fantastic Four coming out in 2024. So now it's coming out 2025. Also, February isn't like a great release date, especially with how big this movie is supposed to be. But, you know, the couple month delay gives them more time to work on this movie. Apparently, they still don't even have a cast yet or anything like that. So we're still highly anticipating that. But Fantastic Four still coming just a couple months later. then this is where we get interesting though, because there's also an entitled Marvel film which has also been delayed. So an untitled Marvel MCU movie, which was originally supposed to release on February 14th, 2025, has now been moved to November 7th, 2025. Now, like I said, this is untitled, so we have no idea what this movie is going to be. My best guess is Armor Wars, because we just found out that that is no longer going to be a Disney Plus series and will now be an MCU theatrical release movie. So I'm assuming that is going to be the one, considering that they're going to start filming that early 2023. So that just makes the most sense that that would be the movie they're working on. But then again, for all we know, it could be Shang-Chi 2, could be a Doctor Strange 3, maybe Eternals 2, any other type of project that we don't know about, Nova. So it is really kind of up in the air as to what this project is, but my best guess is Armor Wars. Now, the biggest thing that everybody's been freaking out about and complaining about is Marvel Studios' Avengers Secret Wars has been delayed from November 7th, 2025 to now May 1st, 2026. So this is a big one because everybody was super excited that we were getting both Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, two big Avengers movies, in the same year with 2025. And now you're going to have that 1 year gap, which I'm not too upset about. I mean, sure, it would have been cool, but at the same time, just think back to the hype level for Endgame because of that 1 year gap between those two movies, that 1 year that you had to sit on that cliffhanger of the snap. Just think about what that's going to be like now between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. I think this is actually good. I think this is actually pretty great for this movie, because again, it gives you even more time to get hyped up for this, gives you more time in between the two films, because think about it realistically, like, if you did the Kang Dynasty in May and then Secret Wars just a couple months later in November, you'd have to be getting the trailer for this like just not too far out after Kang Dynasty released. So I think this just makes more sense logistically, and I'm pretty okay with this. I think it's actually pretty good that this is happening. So I'm not upset at all about these delays. It's just, obviously it's frustrating when, like, you see that, oh, this movie's supposed to come out this day, and then all of a sudden you get a big shift. It's really annoying when you write it on your calendar and then you gotta, cross it out and all that stuff. Luckily, I don't have a 2025 calendar, so I haven't written this stuff down yet. But yeah, it can be a little annoying sometimes, but in this case, I'm actually pretty happy about these delays because I think it's going to give us the best version of these projects that we can possibly get. So we do have this actually, which we were looking at a version of this a couple weeks ago with the official slate for Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures release schedules. So obviously you have 2022, but let's take a look at the new changes here. So this is the updated version. So for 2023, we are now going to be getting for MCU movies Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and The Marvels. Of course, we were all supposed to be getting Blade next year as well. That is no longer happening. So where we were supposed to be getting like 4 MCU movies these next couple years is now been cut back to 3 MCU films, which is kind of going back to what we used to have, pre-Endgame or pre-pandemic, I guess. So that's what we got next year. And then same thing has happened in 2024. We were supposed to get 4 movies with FantasticFour there, and now we're cut back to just 3. So next, in 2024, we're going to be having Captain America New World Order, we'll have Thunderbolts, and we will have Blade. Actually, no, we have Deadpool as well. So actually, it is still 4 movies. It just now we have Blade moved in there instead of FantasticFour. So that's pretty interesting right there. And then moving on to 2025, we now have FantasticFour, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, as well as 2 untitled Marvel films. Again, I believe one of those has to be Armor Wars. Other one is probably Shang-Chi 2, but then again, there's a whole bunch of other possibilities as well. And then we also have 3 untitled Marvel films for 2026, as well as Avengers Secret Wars. So that's definitely going to be really, really cool. We have our first 2 Phase 7 movies there, because of course we know that Avengers Secret Wars will be the cap off, the conclusion to the multiverse saga, the conclusion to Phase 6 of the MCU. So that's going to be really cool. We already know about a couple Phase 7 movies. We don't know what movies they're actually going to be, but we have the release dates at least. So anyways, guys, those are the big delays to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 5 and 6. Technically not Phase 4, because Phase 4 ends this year. But Phase 5 and 6, we got some big delays here. Again, I'm not at all upset about this. I think this is going to be beneficial to everyone involved. And this actually just gets me even more excited. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you guys think about these big, huge delays to the MCU? Are you upset about these delays? Or are you like me where it's like, no, this is actually a good thing. And also, we were all kind of expecting it at the same time. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.